I recently went to a couple of engineering colleges for a seminar. There I was invited as a speaker. I also got a chance to interact with these students in form of a Q&A. I took a lot of questions from these students. The major concern, one major big concern that the students had was placements. They were confused. What should they study? How they should study? What is the scenario of placement looks like? And like, the companies will be coming to their campus for a placement drive in just coming months, and what should be the strategy they should follow to crack those placements. There were a lot of questions around the same topic, and I tried to answer as much as I can to all those students in the campuses. But I also thought that, okay, let me make a YouTube video and help all the students who are sitting for placements, and not just the students who are sitting for placements, but the students who will sit for their placements next year or the year later. This video is going to help all of them. So let me put out all my things which I want to say to those students who are sitting for placements in this video. The first advice which I would like to give to all the students is, please don't panic. I have seen a lot of students are just panicking and saying that, okay, in 2023 the placements were lower than 2022, and in 2024 the expected number is even lesser. Okay, so please don't get afraid about it. See, this is the reality. It is happening across the industry. We have seen a decline, a slow decline in jobs, and it is due to various reasons. Even though the new jobs are coming out is lesser, the competition is increasing. The number of students who are applying to those jobs are increasing day by day, and every year this is going to be even worse. But what does that mean? Should we not apply for it? Should we panic? No, we should not. In this situation, we should give our best. We should try our best and should not worry about whatever the market situation is. We should give our best and try and hope that we get placements this year. You know what I say to all these students? Placement is the best option for you, right? Placements are very, 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 very easier than off-campus jobs. Right? I have made a video for off-campus jobs also, off-campus jobs and internships. I have made a video for that also. But if I talk about placements, it's the easiest way for you to get the job. Now you would say, oh my God, Akshay, are you saying that is it easiest? I feel that placements are so tough. There is a competition and all. But let me tell you, just go ahead and go outside and see what is the scenario. When you will go outside and try for off-campus, then the competition is even cutthroat. Okay, so in placements, you are just competing with a few hundreds of students around you. But outside, when you go to off campus, the competition is huge, huge, my dear friends. So try to get placements this year if you can. It will be a very good thing for you and for your career. You know what? A lot of students fail in interviews not because of their technical skills, but because of low confidence and the panic that they have created among themselves. So that is why I always advise you. The first advice is that please, please, please don't panic. Once you panic, you just, you just get nervous, you get low confident, and whenever you will go for an interview, whenever you will go for any test or anything which happens in placements, your panic will be on your face. And that will ruin a lot of things for you. Even when you would know the answers, you would not be able to, recall them, and you would be in that panic stage. So please calm yourself down and please don't panic. This is the first advice I would like to give. Now, this is easier said than done. Now you would say, Akshay, it just happens automatically. What should I do to reduce panic? So the first thing you can do is, please don't overhype companies in your head. Sometimes what happens is we try to give an interview for a very big firm where it's kind of like we think that this is our dream company, and then whenever we are interviewing for that dream company, that panic automatically starts happening in our inside us. So what I want to say is that please just don't overburden yourself. There is nothing like a dream company. Don't overhype things in your head. Whenever the company comes, try to give your best in that moment and try to relax and be calm down, right? Don't think that, okay, this is the company, and just become desperate for that. Don't become desperate for any company, right? Try to give your best in whatsoever companies you are applying for, whatsoever interviews you are giving for. Try to be calm. Try to stay calm, try to stay grounded, and keep in your head that, okay, I will give my best irrespective of what the company is, whether it is a small company or a big company. This is the major problem I have seen, that whenever a big company comes in, the students hype it inside their head so much, they just get desperate so much that they end up making a lot of mistakes in interviews, right? They just panic that, okay, this is the golden opportunity for me, I have to crack this at any cost, and then they put a lot of pressures upon themselves. So please don't put a lot of pressure for any company. Okay, try to give your best, stay calm for your interviews. The second major advice which I would like to give to all college students is that please make best use of your time. You have very less time now. The placements are about to come in a couple of months, and couple of months is not a lot of time, right? It's not a lot of time. 3-4 months, 5 months, 6 months is very small time for preparing yourself from zero. Why I'm saying zero? Because most of the students I meet is like they just have to start from zero. They have zero skills at this point of time. They just know a little bit here and there, and they have not started preparation yet. So that is why I'm saying that you have less time. Make the best use of this time. This time will never come back. Once the placement season starts, you will regret it. Please don't do that. The best time to start is today. At whatever point you are, whatever knowledge you have, you can start today and still make it for placements, because there are still few months left for your placements. Okay, so don't panic, don't get stressed, but start. If you make your mind today that you have to make the best use of your time and study hard, then you can still make it up for your placements, and please do that. Now you would ask me, Akshay, how to make the best use of my time? Let me tell you, the major advice that I give to every college student is not just third year engineering students or fourth year, but to first and second year engineering students also, is that please stop getting distracted from social media. I have seen a lot of students are just clueless about their career. They don't know what to do, and they are so much distracted with these social media and Instagram reels and all, that they waste a lot of time unintentionally. Just go to your Instagram app, click on your profile, go to settings and see your time spent. Right, I did a survey, right, in these colleges which I went, and I saw that only a couple of, right, you can just a handful of students, you can count on fingers. These many students were there who have the social media time of less than 15-20 minutes. No, everybody is using more than an hour of social media every day, which just gets you mentally exhausted. If you will just constantly watch reels for hours and hours and hours, you'll just consume random content on Instagram or on YouTube Shorts or on general YouTube also, right? If you will waste your time in all these distractions, you are just losing time day by day. It just gets you mentally exhausted. So please stay away from Instagram. Or maybe let me give you an advice. If you are self-motivated and if you have a self-control, please, can I ask you a favor? Please uninstall Instagram in your app. Make a pledge for yourself. Say that, okay, you will not use Instagram, right? Write down in the comment that, okay, until I get my job, until I get a placement, I will not use Instagram again. Can you do that for me? Please do that, and not just for me, do it for yourself, right? So, and then write down in the comment, if you uninstall it, please uninstall Instagram. It's worse. It's just making the life of students worse, and it is the major distraction that the college students have at this point of time. It is the major hindrance for studying. It is the major hindrance for everything in their life, right? They're not able to do anything. Whenever they get a little tensed, whenever they start studying, suddenly their phone vibrates, and then they start scrolling reels, right? So please don't do that, and remove all your distractions. Now you would say, Akshay, if I remove all these Instagram apps and all this stuff, so how would I relax? I also need a break, right? I also need something for entertainment, isn't it? So I don't say that don't do anything for entertainment. Don't just become a bookworm and just whole day study. No, I'm not saying that. Try to focus more on your studies, and whenever you have to take a break or do something for entertainment, go out, go offline. What we have done is we just constantly keep our laptops open, and then we just keep studying whole day we are in front of our screens, right? Whole day, whole night, we are in front of our screens. So what you should do is, whenever you have to take a break, don't just take a break and go to Instagram, but take a break and go outside to play, right? Go for your gym, go outside with your friends to play offline sports, right? Go play badminton, go play cricket, go play soccer, do these kind of things, right? If you want a break, you can also play something offline, play chess, play Saap CD, Ludo and whatnot, right? There are so many things what you can do, but stay away from screen. That is the best thing. When you will stay away from screen, it will also help you relax your eyes, and it will also help your mind calm down and get out of that mode, right? So but if you will constantly scroll reels, then it is just going to exhaust your mind even more, and after watching an hour of reels, trust me, nobody will be able to study. You will not be able to focus and concentrate on your studies, right? So please avoid Instagram and YouTube shorts and all these kind of distractions which are inside your phone, right? Which are inside over there, right? Try to call your mom and dad if you wish to. Try to talk to people. Try to play offline, right? These are the things I would advise. The second thing is making the best use of that time. Remove distraction. The second thing which comes over here is that you have to make a schedule. Now you know that you have very less time. You have just a couple of months. Try to target, right? Make a plan. Okay. First of all, understand that, okay, I have 3 months. Make a 3 months plan for yourself and try to fit in, right? Try to fit in things in your schedule and try to make a strategic plan for yourself. This plan is can be very different for every student. That is why I'm not giving any plan in this video. But let me tell you that, okay, make this plan according to your efforts. See, there is a student who can study a lot in night but not in day. So for them, please take out time inside night and then study. Some people are more productive in the mornings, early mornings, 4 o'clock. Do it in the mornings. Whatever time suits you, wherever you are comfortable, make a schedule according to that. But try to give as much time in your studies as you can, and please do it on a focus basis. One more thing is, you have to take accountability. Make a sheet, write date in front of it, make 1 hour slots, right? Take multiple 1 hour slots and take breaks in between. And then this is how you should make your schedule. Okay, 1 hour of studies and then 15-20 minutes of break, then 1 hour of studies, then 15-20 minutes of break, then go for lunch, and like you can accommodate other things also in this schedule, but make it like this. Make a 1 hour schedule, 1 hour slots, multiple slots in your day, and start focusing upon that. Right? Try to do something productive in your day. This is what I would advise. This is the, removing distraction, making a schedule and tracking it, right? Tracking it. How would you track it? Every hour you will have to write it down in your notebook. What did you do? Suppose if you wake up, suppose if you are a morning person, if you wake up 4 o'clock in the morning, and let me tell you my honest opinion, I personally love to study in mornings. Early morning is the best time to study because there are less distractions. Nobody will be there to call you, no other distractions, your phone will buzz less, and lot of things, right? Morning studies are best. If you can do that, please, right? Suppose if you are studying from morning 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock, note it down in your notebook that 5 to 6 and then write in front of it, what did you do? Make a target for yourself. In 1 hour I will complete this, and then slowly, right? Write it down. Now you would be thinking, Akshay, I am already studying from 5 to 6. Why should I write down? Please trust me. If you want to take my advice, write it down. And when you will do this for a couple of days, you will realize that you are more productive than when you don't write it. Okay, tracking your progress also is a very good thing when you are studying. And trust me, if you do this continuously for a month or 2 or 3, then you would see great results, and placement will be just a cakewalk for you. Trust me, you will have to maintain a regular schedule and curriculum and focus on your studies without distractions. The third advice I would give you, once you have removed the distractions, you have made a schedule and started tracking your progress. The third thing is that whenever you study, just make your phone on silent and also remove your vibrations, right? Keep your phone away. This is a major distraction. Why I am stressing on these phone and Instagram and all these things so much? Because this is the real problem with today's students, the Gen Z students who you are. Okay, so please, keep your phone away, and only set an alarm for an hour, right? Suppose if you are studying from 5 to 6, set an alarm for 6 o'clock. Keep your phone away. When that alarm rings, that is when you have to study. Now you would ask me, Akshay, I like to keep checking time. So for time, spend on on a clock, right? I know, yeah, right. You must be thinking that Akshay, we have clocks in our phone, and why not we should use our phone to track our time? But let me tell you that offline clock that you see, right, with those needles is a best way. Or get a wristwatch for yourself, right? You invest in a lot of things. We spend a lot in random things. Why not invest in your wristwatch, right? Get a wristwatch, track time over here, not in your phone. Very big advice. I'm telling you, this is a very small change, but it helps a lot. Okay, and the fourth thing and the final thing while studying, I would say, is keep taking down notes. We have forgotten and we have stopped the habit of taking down notes, and making notes is a very underrated skill. Whenever we study today, we are just addicted to YouTube videos. We want to study something, we search for a topic and see a YouTube video. I am not saying that studying from video is bad, but what I am saying is, if you will study from video and you are not taking notes from it, then you are not learning anything, my dear friends. You can watch videos for hours and hours and hours, and what will happen is the memory, the things you will retain in your head will be very small from those videos. So what I am saying is, when you are watching even videos, if you are learning from videos, just take down notes. If you are studying from books, take down notes. Whatever you are studying, just take down notes. The more, the better you would be in writing, the better habit you would have of writing in a notebook and pen. See, today also I don't need, but then I have a notebook and pen with me always. I am a big fan of taking notes, and it really helps you memorize things up. You know, when you will keep a lot of things in your head, then it just clutters your head a lot. But once you note it down in your notebook, it just, note taking is a skill. What happens when you take notes? You understand a concept, then your brain processes it. It makes words out of that, whatever you have learned, and those words are then written by hand. So when this thing happens, it basically resides in your brain in a much structured format. It's not cluttered here and there. Okay, so when you are watching video, when you are watching anything, right, take notes. That's a very big skill, I'm telling you, and that will give you a very big upper edge. Okay, so this was the major things which I wanted to say. Now, a lot of students have a lot of concern that what should I study, right? And this is for engineering students only who want to become software engineers. Now, they are very confused whether we should focus upon DSA, whether we should do dev, whether we should make projects, whether we should do open source, whether we should do blogging, whether we should write something, whether we should focus upon like random things. They are just confused. What should they do? Now, let me give you an answer for that also. This was also a very frequent question for me when I went for these colleges for seminars. Now, let me tell you that if you are in first or second year, then you have a lot of time. And for first and second year students, I advise them to go and try out and explore a lot of things. You should try out open source, you should try out freelancing, you should try out blogging, you should try out making projects, you should try out different languages, you should try out competitive programming, you should try out DSA, you should try out so many things. There are so many things in software engineering you can do, and first year and second year students should focus and do as many things as they can. You have a lot of time to explore, please do a lot of things. But when it comes to placements and final year or the third year students, then you have very less time. For the third year students, the strategy should be very different. Now you don't have time to explore random things and become better at open source and freelancing and whatnot. No, you don't have time for that. So make the best use of your time. You have very less time. So to get placements, you have to do and make a strategy which is very much relevant to placements. Okay, now what that strategy should look like, let me tell you. The best thing you can do is, if you can do, just go to your placement cell or go to your seniors and try to find out what all companies regularly visit your college, right? When you get a list of these companies, also try to find out that these companies have how many rounds are there in these companies, and what kind of questions and what kind of skills are they asking for. This is the best way to plan, because you already know in your campus generally these are the companies which comes in, and this is type of the rounds which they take, right? And these are the skill set which is required. So this way you will exactly know what you should prepare for each company, and that is how you can make a plan. But let me tell you in generic, right? If you are a college student, then your major focus should be on DSA and making projects for your resume. You will have to prepare a very good resume also, the third thing. But resume will be automatically prepared if you have good projects in place, and if you have if you have done some DSA and some things, right? DSA problems you have solved, and you have made some projects, then your resume will be sorted. But what I am saying is, third year students take a lot of burden on themselves, and they try to do thousands of different things, and that is why they fail. What I am saying is, when you are in third year or fourth year student, you have very less time with yourself. Please focus on the most urgent and the most important things, which is DSA and Dev. Now, don't ask me a question whether I should do DSA or Dev. This is again a very famous and I would say a very pathetic and silly question. DSA vs Dev? Come on, DSA and Dev, it's not like DSA or Dev, it is DSA and Dev. You will have to do both of them. A good software engineer is the one who can make projects, plus who has good amount of knowledge about data structures, algorithm, because data structures and algorithm is a very good skill for a software engineer, and it improves the way you think, right? It tells you if you are a good DSA problem solver, if you are a good problem solver, right? If you can solve good problems, then it improves the way you think, right? It improves the way you will make projects. So don't ever question whether I should do DSA or whether I should do Dev. You have to do both. This is the best thing. Now in your schedule, people say that, okay, Akshay, should I do DSA first or Dev first? Now again, another silly question. But what advice I would give to you is, with my personal experience, that if you plan to do DSA whole day for continuously every day, then it becomes very hectic, because DSA is kind of a little more exhaustive. So what I would suggest is, spend a few hours in DSA and then spend few hours in Dev, right? You have to mix both of them, right? What you can do is, in DSA there are questions. Try to solve like 2 questions, then do some portion of your project. Then try to solve 2 questions, then do some portion of your projects. You can distribute your day among DSA and Dev and do them parallelly. That is a good way to do. And when you start with DSA, other major problem with students is they try to always target medium and hard problems. Please don't target medium and hard problems, my dear friend. Please don't just move to medium and hard problem directly. You have to solve a lot of easy questions. In the hustle of solving 300 questions, 400 questions, you don't focus upon the basics and fundamentals. Right? Right? If you have to cut a tree, then first of all, spend a lot of time in sharpening your axe. Right? You might have heard that statement, right? You have to sharpen your axe. First of all, spend a lot of time there. Once your axe is sharpened, then your tree will be cut very fast. So play it mindfully. And when you are doing DSA, try to focus a lot upon easy questions. Try to understand the fundamentals of DSA, then move to medium and hard questions. That way you will be able to learn or understand or figure out the DSA problems even faster. This is the strategy which I give to every student, and I have seen a lot of students changing their life because of this, right? They get better at DSA and then they thank me later on. And now lastly, I would say that, okay, every student work on their own pace. Everybody have their own way of thinking, and everybody have their own liking and dislike. So, okay, try to mix both of them. Some students like to solve DSA problems, some students are more inclined towards Dev. But see, having both the skills are very important. So whatever you like, make a schedule according to yourself. It would be very personal, but I would say that stop wasting time and focus more upon these skills. The more time you give to this, the better you will become, and that will help you in your placements for sure. Okay, and along with DSA and Dev, you should also mix some fundamental concepts of operating system, networking, and basic things which you should know as a computer science fundamental student. Okay, if you are in a computer science background, then you should definitely know some concepts of operating system like deadlocks and mutex, semaphore, and a lot of things are there, right? So you can study those major things. You can mix them too along with these things, DSA, Dev, and small questions, interview questions, theory questions. You can mix along with these things and make a schedule for 2-3 months and try to follow. The major problem is that students are not able to be consistent in the schedule. First of all, I am telling you today also, the day you will make your schedule, you will be good on one day, you will be better on second day, and the third day you will start slowly, like you will get a little demotivated, and then you will start, because see, studying is tough. We just start getting distracted by day 3, day 4, and then we just give up after day 5. Okay, that I am not able to follow this schedule. But let me tell you, my dear friends, if you can follow a schedule for 10 days, then it just becomes easier and easier later on. Initially, see, for the first 2-3 days you will enjoy it, right? You will enjoy it and you will correctly follow your curriculum, you will correctly follow your schedule. But after day 2 or 3, you will start slowly getting less motivated, and then you start declining. At that point of time is the time when you have to be hard on yourself. You will have to act like a warrior and stay motivated and still do it. Even if you are not able to do it with 100% focus and dedication, but still you will have to study. Those days will define you as a programmer, as a good student. Okay, and if you can continue this schedule for 10-20 days, after 10-20 days it will just become easier and easier, and you would realize that months have passed in and you are following a very good schedule and you have started learning a lot more. So I think the video is getting a little longer, but then these are the advice which I would like to give to all the students. If I have to recap it very quickly, the major thing was, please don't panic. First of all, right? Don't panic. Stay calm whenever you are in your interviews. The second thing is, make the best use of your time. Inside, make the best use of your time. I talked about distractions. Please stay away from Instagram and YouTube. In fact, uninstall Instagram. I'm saying it once again. In every video, I used to say like, share and subscribe my YouTube channel. But in this video, I would say, please uninstall your Instagram. Okay. So please remove your distraction. Stay focused. Make a schedule. Keep a track of it in the notebook. Please note it down. Whatever you are doing, every hour, make a track of every hour, and you would see a progress in yourself. And then make a schedule for 2-3 months for yourself, and then start preparing it. The major thing is sticking on to that schedule. Please be mentally tough, right? And then stick to that schedule. If you want to take breaks, then go talk to your mom on phone, or just go out with your friends for a walk, or maybe go to gym, or play badminton, cricket, soccer, or maybe play chess or something, right? Please stay away from your screens. Don't use Instagram or screens or YouTube videos, random things for entertainment, because it just mentally exhausts you, right? These are the tips and tricks which I want to give to you, and this is all in this video, and wish you all the best for your placements. May you get good job in your placements, because once you don't get placement, then it becomes very tough. And along with that, if you are very much interested, you can also check out one video where I have talked about off-campus jobs and internships. So please watch that video also. That will be very helpful. And you should know that knowledge. That video is also for college students. If you have more questions, if you have more things which I would share my thoughts and feedback on, just comment it down below, and I would make YouTube video on that topic. Thank you so much, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.